And today I'm just going into Saffron Walden. Look at this place, huh? Look at this. Look at that, look. The water's mounting there, look. Oh, last time I came here that was working. There you go. Kind of everything. So it's a Saffron Walden library. Good, isn't it? I might have to see that a bit better now with the sun out. Look at that. Building, isn't it? Big columns. More building, eh? Anyway, that's the huge dome up there. Fantastic.
The trouble is, there's no rhyme or reason to it. I know, and some days you...
Okay. Wow, guys. That guy's furious. He's really annoyed. So... Fantastic.
The trouble is, there's no rhyme or reason to it. I know, and some days you know you do a few.
Hello, you don't know where I can find some books on legislation, sort of, you know, that sort of...
Upstairs.
That's upstairs. You don't mind if I film, do you?
400s, I believe.
Is that alright if I film? Just, it's a lovely building.
What is the purpose for it?
Just a personal project, you know, just...
As long as it's just for personal use.
Yeah. Well, I might stick it on YouTube later if that's all right.
You can't do that, because it's a council building.
All right. Yeah. Well, so I can't film in council buildings.
You can't publish anything on the film.
You can't publish anything. That's.
Not without their permission.
What's that?
Not without their permission. So you need to fill out a form asking permission to publish it.
I have to ask for permission before. I see.
It's just for your own personal use.
Yeah. No. I probably would put it on YouTube after I've finished with it. What was that about? You have to get permission from the council. So who do I ask?
We'll go to. Well, actually, I don't think the council offices are open yet, are they?
I think so.
I guess you just have to go onto the Essex Council website.
Really? You sure?
Yeah.
So they are sort of legislation and law, you know, that I'm looking. They're the books I'm looking for.
Okay. Yeah.
And you're sure that you have to? What does it get permission from?
The building, yes. You need to
film in the building, I need to get permission.
If you're going to post.
But it's publicly accessible, isn't it? It's a public place.
Council-run building.
Yeah, but it's a public place, isn't it?
It's still a council-run building.
But it's a public place.
Which is why you can video for personal use.
Do you know why they call it? Yeah, but do you know why they call it public, don't you?
You still can't publish it. I'm just going to say you can't video at all now.
What for privacy? Is that for privacy laws? Well, there's public and there's privacy, isn't there?
There's also public people in here.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm sort of being careful not to film them. But
I'm going to say you can't film at all now.
I can't film at all now. You're saying that.
I'm saying it, yes.
But it's a public place.
Well, I'm saying that you can't.
I know, but it's a public place, isn't it?
I'm saying that you can't. Personally, I'm saying.
Sorry, go on. Do you want to go?
Not carried on and argued the point, I would have been fine with it.
Okay.
But it's your attitude that's causing me to change my mind.
Oh no, I didn't mean to come across with an attitude.
Well, you
but it's
definitely were.
Well, I'm just making the point that. Do you want to go through?
So if you're filming me currently,
I am.
give you permission.
I know, because it's a public place, isn't it?
I don't give you permission to film me.
Then, no, in your own house.
You can go upstairs and look at the legislation about filming other people without their permission.
I've already done that.
And you should know that you can't do it then.
Well, I can, because it's a public place, isn't it?
Please remove yourself from the building.
You want me to leave?
Yes, I would like you to leave now.
Could
You're being
I
hostile
politely
against me. You've not respected
I'm not being hostile.
You're not
Come on, that's
respecting
not true, is
what
it?
I'm asking you. So I would like you to leave the building now.
Okay, can I politely refuse?
No.
What will you do if I don't politely refuse?
Call the police.
Right. Okay, and what would they do?
They would ask you to remove yourself.
Well, then we can ascertain whether or not I'm in a public place or
All
not.
right, I'll call the police. What's your name, sir?
Well, don't give me names.
Oh, okay. I don't need to print for it.
What do you want my name for?
Can I
To give to the police.
Well, they don't know me.
Saffron Walden. Yes.
Do you not feel it's a bit of a waste of resources to call the police? Why are you so angry?
He refuses to leave or stop filming me, so I'm calling the police.
I was just making the point about public places, and you know, I do this quite a lot. And then you know, it's a public place.
No.
No.
Going to be wasted.
Hang on, no, I've not. That's not my answer at all. No, no. I'm doing an audit on sort of public places and the right to film, and there's obviously a lot of misunderstanding about the right to film in a public place. And
well,
certainly to
you filming, because obviously you're not allowed to film children. You're not allowed
no,
to
that's why I was just making the point. Make sure that you do sort of ensure that I've been very careful not to film any of the public, even though I can. I don't, because that's just respect,
What
isn't
I told
it?
him was that he could perfectly well to film for his
It's just to sort
I
of
work at Saffron Walden
bring home the rights of, you know, it's a public place, so you're allowed to film, and some people haven't.
In Essex libraries, if we want to film anything like an event or anything like that, we have to have people's permission, we have to have the children's permission.
Yeah, of course.
Because it's your rights to be, you know,
Well, yeah,
social media are being represented.
Yeah, if I had my child in here and someone walked in, I wouldn't like that. You know, even though they could do that legally, I wouldn't like it. So I wouldn't do it myself. But I've been very careful not. Sorry.
You couldn't legally film them.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Well, you just said that.
Oh no, sorry. Yes, you could. Yes, you could. If they're in a public place. If you're in a public place. Well, if it's not, if it's no nefarious reason, then why wouldn't you? What would you do if you was in Disneyland and you want to take a picture of your children or something like that?
If you're taking pictures of your own children, that's
Are you
fine.
able to
Yeah, you see, it's a context, isn't
Apparently
it?
you're filming someone else against their will.
print again?
In a public place.
Yes, but you're still filming
That's-
someone else against their will.
Yeah, but
Who has
it-
expressed that to you, and you still continue. So you see where you're.
Why are you so angry?
Because you think that it's funny.
I don't think it's funny. It's the point is you're allowed to film in a public place, and especially like when you're.
I didn't stop you, if you recall.
No, I
I
didn't.
said that's fine if you want to use it for your personal use. You just can't then post it on YouTube.
You can't film it or post it on social media. You can't
Publish it. You can.
Yes, but in the library, by our rules, you can't.
Well, that's policy, isn't it? That's not law.
But it is policy because we're protecting our customers.
We also have every right to refuse access to anyone as well,
Yeah.
which
But-
I tried and you wouldn't leave.
No, that's not refusing access, is it? I was already inside, sort of.
It is when you ask them to leave.
Yeah, but like now I can't leave because you've called the police. So
You
obviously
can
I
still
wouldn't.
leave.
No, I couldn't because like, I don't know.
Are you going to wait here for
Be
the police to arrive?
on the run, do
You
I?
haven't got too much of a busy day planned because they're going to take a while to get here.
Oh, well, is it not a waste of resources?
Yes, you are wasting their resources.
I think that's a good idea what you said about. Let's go and have a look at the book and check it. Is it all right if I go? Is it all right?
Whatever you like.
Thanks. Is it all right?
Whatever you like.
Thanks.
Please walk up.
Okay.
Why would you not act
It's
reasonably
because
and
it's not.
say, okay, fine?
Because it's not unlawful. That's
I mean, I would want
I would as you
reasonable
usually.
people.
You know.
And I know the legal requirement, and I would know, yes, you're right about that, but I would act
Did you hear that,
in a
sir?
reasonable way. If someone didn't want something to happen, I wouldn't force it on them.
When
That's
if you
reasonable.
watched your thing, you'll notice that I eventually told you that I personally do not want you filming.
Right, but
It wasn't about a legal reason.
yeah, but you're in public place, aren't you? In a public place, there can't be any expectation of privacy.
Actually, there can when you're working. As a staff member, we do have the right to privacy.
If I'd committed any of those offences or whatever on the wall there, I could agree. But like,
As soon as you refused to leave, you did.
Well, that doesn't define what's on the wall there, does it?
Yes, it does.
How?
It's harassment.
Well, it doesn't say harassment on the wall, and it's not harassment.
It is.
It's just they're making a point about a legal issue.
You've
That,
already been asked to leave. It is private property. We've asked you not to film because you're upsetting and harassing the staff.
yeah, okay. I mean, if that's like that's the way that you feel, I'll wait outside. But it's going to defeat the object of why I came in the first place if I do that. You know.
To be honest,
That's
right,
down to your own fault at this point.
Okay, but just for the record, what was the reason why I've been asked to leave?
For refusing to.
No, I'm not
stop
asking you. I'm
filming
asking the
I was
lady.
the one that asked you to leave.
Yeah, no, but what's your reason?
because you are harassing a member of my staff.
All right, before that, I mean, because that was this thing
Because
about.
my member of staff asked you not to film them and asked you to leave.
All right,
We don't know what you're
That's
filming
right.
on that camera.
that's right.
And that's
You could
why
be filming
I
yourself.
said.
You asked me to leave because of the filming.
Yes, because of you
Right.
filming me personally.
Yeah.
If you come
So it wasn't
private-
harassment.
We
Yes,
have,
that-
we do have people filming
it
in
is
the library, but they
harassment.
get permission first and they don't film people.
I came up and asked. I said, "Can I film?" I said I came up and filmed, and it wasn't until it wasn't.
The point of the harassment was why I called the police, not why I asked you to leave. The police are coming because you harassed us by not leaving.
Well, it was a public
You were asked
place,
to
though, isn't it? I
leave
haven't done anything
for my
wrong.
own personal safety of you filming me.
I've done nothing wrong.
You filmed me against my permission.
No, I didn't. I've got you on camera here saying that it's fine. I said, "Fine, go on upstairs. You go."
You
It wasn't
also
until
on camera saying not to film me personally.
it wasn't until I mentioned.
Actually, it wasn't until I noticed you filming me that I said that.
It wasn't until
You
I
filmed
mentioned
the
the.
library. I never gave you permission to film myself.
No. Well, we can have a look. We can have a look. No, when it's all
and
done.
you'll find that I never once gave you permission to film me.
No, you said it's fine. You went, it's fine. Okay.
Yeah, it's totally fine for you to video around the library for your own personal use.
Hmm.
But that wasn't enough for you.
So is this a public place?
It's a private building.
Is it a public place? Who pays for the building?
Essex County Council.
And who pays for Essex County Council?
This is a private.
Who pays for Essex County Council? It's government, isn't it? Wait, well, it is. So you didn't know that it is.
And
And
is
and who ultimately pays for the government? Yeah, who ultimately? Well, yeah, but I'm only asking a question. Who pays for the government?
Are you paying?
Who pays?
Are you a resident?
Well, we all do.
Are you a
You're
resident
correct.
of
That's
Saffron
correct.
Walden?
We all do.
Are you a resident?
We are all a payer. We
Are
are
you a
all.
resident of
This is a public area
You use
because
the library under library bylaws, and if we've asked you to leave, it's
under what, for what reason? I haven't done anything wrong. I've done nothing wrong.
these are library bylaws.
Don't worry about it.
But I've done nothing wrong.
He's one of these people that just love to cause drama so he can post it on his little website.
Okay.
Get
Well, stop
attention.
engaging then and make the police do it.
But that's not unlawful. What you've just said is true, but it's
If a member of staff asks you to leave, it's in the library bylaws.
for what reason? I've done nothing wrong.
Again, it doesn't actually matter. If we've asked you to, that's as far as it needs to go.
Well, you haven't got the right to do that.
Actually, we do.
No, of course you haven't.
Yes.
What I've done? What, even though I've done nothing wrong?
100%.
100%, even though I've done nothing wrong.
Yep.
100%, even though I've done nothing wrong. So a black person could walk in. You could say, "I don't like black people," and then send him out. You could do that, could you? Just because you say so.
If that's where your mind goes,
Well, I mean,
that shows a lot about
if someone has done nothing wrong, what right do you think you've got to tell them to leave?
for our own personal safety.
Well, if they've done nothing wrong, how would you justify your personal safety if someone's done nothing wrong?
For my own personal feelings. See, if I feel threatened personally, I have the right to feel that way.
You don't feel
As a member of
threatened.
staff here, I have the right
I've
to
not
be
been threatening to you. It's on camera. It's
Yes, it is on camera, sir.
so how can you call that threatening?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It really doesn't.
Hear this,
In fact,
people.
I don't have to justify it to you one at all.
Okay, all right. You don't have to. That's right. You don't have to justify. Well, you do in a way because I helped to pay for this place. It's a public place. I'm filming. I've not been threatening it. Madam, would you say that I've been threatening?
You are now harassing my staff. We have in line with the library bylaws. You should be leaving, otherwise you're
It's breaking the bylaw. I wouldn't mind having a look, but yeah, because I mean I can't see the sign from here, and from what I've heard of the sign, I've not committed any of those offences. So I don't think, as someone who's not done anything wrong, I should be been sent.
Thank you very much.
If I was out on the street, would it be the same? Do you think?
If you had left when I asked you to, no, it wouldn't have been.
What if I was out on the street?
If you had left when I asked you to, it wouldn't have been the same, no, because I wouldn't have called the police.
Yeah. Then what crime did you commit? What crime did you report to the police?
That you refused to leave when I asked you to.
What crime have you reported?
That's what I reported, and that's enough for them to come. So clearly they think
It's enough for them to come. I'll grant you that. But I don't know what crime you've reported.
Well, when they come, we can add on disrupting the peace and the public.
There's no one in here. There's no one in here.
There was though.
Yeah, and that's why I stopped. I stopped the filming and stood over there. Yeah, I was filming on my phone, but not when the customers were here. Even if I had recorded the public, that's not an illegal thing. I'm still legally.
I didn't say that was the
In the law.
crime, did I?
You didn't say it was the.
I didn't say that was the crime, did I?
No. Well, there has been no crime. I've just come in for a book. I wanted to make a film of like my visit, and it's a public place.
Private building, man.
Well, how can it be private if it's paid for by the council?
Because it's a private building.
It's not a private building. It's a public building. It's a library. What makes you think it's a private building? If it's a private building, I'd have to leave.
You have to leave anyway.
No, but I'm asking you why I had to leave. You're saying that I've been harassing and threatening and everything else, and you're saying that's true. You know, if that's what you're saying, is that what you're saying still?
100%.
Well, it seems to change like from 1 minute to the other. I've done nothing wrong. I've not disturbed anyone. When you were talking to the staff, talking to the members of public, I stopped filming. It's on camera.
I know.
Well, so we can look at that when it comes.
Well, you
Do the questions come?
Police outside.
Yeah.
We'll carry on with our job.
Yeah. So a library is a private building.
This one is.
Is it? So what is this a private part here then, or is this publicly accessible? No, you're not being very fair, are you?
Police do have your description, so they will be looking for you. They did ask, if he leaves before we get there, please let us have his description so we can find him.
Oh, well, I'll pop back tomorrow, sir. So there won't be any problems there at all. You're a tyrant. You're making up the law as you're going along, and you are a tyrant.
I'm a tyrant.
You are a tyrant. You don't realise. Do you not realise?
Tyrant of the library here.
You make up the law as you go along.
Please, we are looking now.
When I first came in, you said I had to seek permission for...
Remove yourself.
Oh,
Lock it up.
yep.
Thank you very much.
There you go, like people. Saffron Walden Library.
Tyrant.
Yeah, another tyrant. Yes, look, he admits it. Brilliant.